Our today talk is on understanding student learning outcome, a new approach to assessment. This is Dr. Muhammad Aslam, and today we are going to discuss about SLO based assessment and examination. So, transforming how we measure students' success and educational effectiveness through student learning outcome. What are student learning outcomes? Student learning outcome basically are clear statements. Student learning outcomes are explicit statements of what a student should know, be able to do, or value upon completion of a course or program. And further, student learning outcome provide measurable results. They must be observable and measurable, focusing on the application of knowledge rather than just content coverage. And last one is student learning outcomes are action oriented. Student learning outcome often use action verbs, for example, analyze, design, evaluate, to describe competence linking directly to assessment tasks. SLOs shift the focus from teaching input to learning output, ensuring educational activities are aligned with desired student abilities. Why student learning outcomes matter? Enhancing learning and accountability. The first thing is improved curriculum alignment, ensuring courses, teaching methods, and assessments are tightly aligned with institutional goals and professional standards. Second is student centered focus, clarifies expectations for students, empowering them to take ownership of their learning journey and measure their progress. And next thing is evidence based improvement. Provide concrete data evidence for faculty and administration to make informed decisions about program improvement and resource allocation. And further is accreditation and accountability, meets the growing demand from stakeholders and accrediting bodies for demonstrate effectiveness and educational quality. Designing effective SLOs from course to program level. The creation of high quality SLOs required a systematic, laid approach that ensure vertical and horizontal integration. Institutional goals, broad impact and missions, program SLOs, domain competence across courses, and course SLOs, specific skills and knowledge. Tip for drafting effective SLOs, use the ABC structure. ABC stand for audience, behavior, condition, and degree, to ensure SLOs are specific and measurable. The SLO, student learning outcome based assessment cycle, which having four elements. The first is plan, do, third check, and fourth one is act. The first is plan about to define or refine SLOs, identify assessment method, and determine necessary criteria for success. And the second step is do implement the assessment methods, administrators, exams, collect student work, conduct observation. And third one is check, analyze the collected data against the established criteria and summarize finding. And the last one is act, use the results to implement changes in curriculum, pedagogy, or resources for continuous improvement. Tools and methods for SLO based assessment. Selecting the right tool ensure that the assessment accurately measure the intended specific or selected SLOs. The first thing is analytical rubrics, standardized scoring guides that define clear criteria and performance level. Crucial for evaluating complex skills like writing or problem solving. And the second tool or method is portfolio. Collection of student work over time demonstrating growth and achievement in relating to multiple SLOs. And the further is performance task is a tool can be used. Required student to apply knowledge in real world scenarios such as presentations, simulations, or capstone projects. Integrating a student learning outcomes into examination design, moving beyond simple recall questions to assess deeper cognitive skill. The first thing is identify relevant SLOs. For each exam, clearly link question to the specific SLO they are designed to measure. For example, SLO3 is about evaluate primary resources. The second is very cognitive level. Design questions that target different levels of Bloom taxonomy, moving beyond remember to analyze, evaluate, or create. And the next thing is create assessment blueprints. Develop a matrix that map each exam question to the corresponding SLOs, ensuring comprehensive coverage and appropriate weighting. And the last one is analyze item data. Evaluate exam performance not just by overall score but by how well students achieve each specific SLO being assessed. Benefits of SLO based driven examination. These examinations provide a more accurate and diagnostic measures of student mastery. Diagnostic insight and 90% pinpoint exactly which learning outcome students have mastered and which need further attention. Validity and reliability side is about increases the validity of exam by ensuring question directly test intended learning target, improving reliability of results. Targeted feedback 80%. Allow instructor to provide specific actionable feedback to students tied directly to their skill gaps. Challenges and best practices in SLOs based examination system. Key challenges. faculty resistance or lack of training in assessment design. You know, the development, construction, or designing SLO based items or question is a very uh, professional process. It required a very deep and very sound understanding of item constructions. The second key challenge is difficulty creating measurable SLOs for effective domain, values, and ethics. And the third is time and resources commitment needed for robust data collection and analysis. And the last is ensuring inter-rater reliability when using performance-based assessment. And the best practices are as foster collaborative culture, encourage faculty team to jointly develop and score assessments, and the second best practice may be provide targeted professional development on assessment principle and tools, and the last one is start small and scale, implement SLO systematically, focusing on a few key outcomes first. Q&A and key takeaway, your role in SLO revolution. Focus on why. Remember that SLOs are tools for improving learning, not just compliance. Embrace the cycle. Commit to the continuous assessment cycle. Plan, do, check, act. It's an ongoing process. Action in key. Use the data collected to drive meaningful curricular and pedagogical change in your program. Thank you for your time and attention.